Hi there, my name is Tom, and today I'd like to provide you with a brief demonstration of how SAP's Lumira and its integration with ESRI Location Analytics can provide a valuable self-service location-aware data visualization. I'm kind of talking a little hush-hush, I apologize, and I do need to keep this demonstration brief because my daughter Clancy wanted me to come outside to our back patio to do the ALS Bucket Challenge. She gets really upset with me when I'm doing work on weekends. But this gave me a great idea for the premise about this demonstration. So I asked her to give me a few minutes while I finish it up in the backyard so that I can move on to this bucket challenge. So anyway, hopefully you're aware how terrible this disease is and how it's affecting many, many people. I've learned of this personally through my sister-in-law's own personal battle with the disease. So this is a good premise for the demonstration. In this case, I want to predict which U.S. states would be more likely to take the bucket challenge and thereby raise more money based upon two simple variables. One, the average heat index by state for the month of August, the hottest month, and adjusted gross income and contributions by state as submitted in 2012 tax returns. So here, if we combine the past contributions and the state's higher heat index, we might presume that this will cause those residents of that state to contribute more to the Ice Bucket Challenge. So great, I've made my demonstration relevant, taken care of my demo, and I'll take care of my daughter's wishes all in one afternoon. So anyway, while she's away in the house, no longer nagging me, I first went out to the IRS. I first went out to irs.gov. I'll just slide that here, and downloaded the 2012 return stats by state. And then I also went to the North America, I can't say this right, Land Data Assimilation System by the CDC, where they coolly keep track or allow you to download daily air temperatures and heat indexes grouped by state. So perfect, that's what I needed. So I'm just being very quick about this. I'm doing it kind of dirty and cheap, and I just pasted all that information, those two separate data sets, into this Excel spreadsheet to where I show by state the AGI contributions, calculated a percent, calculated a rank, and combine that with the average daily heat index. So nothing super fancy there, but of course you can do a lot of that kind of combinations through Lumira itself. They're just merging the data sets. So before we do this demonstration of showing the ESRI integration within Lumira, first need to make sure we set up our GeoMap service, and that's where you specify your user ID and password. And of course, you just go to ArcGIS Online and you can set up a free account, a free trial account, so that you can play with this product. So I set that in, and I'm going to create my first data visualization. And the cool thing, yes, I did copy it to my clipboard, is that I can just immediately, I don't have to mess around with saving to file or importing it here. I can just immediately copy it from the clipboard. So I chose that just so that I can be stealth and quick on this before I get caught. So there's all my data. I'm creating it, bringing it in as a new data set. The only other thing before I create a geomap to my visualization is to create a geographic hierarchy by the names of those states. So I'll set this to region and confirm, and it finds all of my, well, in this case, 51 states, and no unsolved, no zero not found. So my data is good to go. Now I'll add my first geomap, and I'm going to add two layers to this. First layer is going to be dimension by region, and it's going to specify a different color for each, representing the heat index for each particular state. So you see, the darker the color, the higher the heat index. So we can certainly see Central United States is probably going to be the hottest right now, and would love a little ice bucket challenge. Now add a second layer, but on this one, that last one defaulted to a chloropath map. This one is going to default to a bubble layer. Again, I'll select the same dimension, and this time I'll put in the amount of contributions. So this will just give us a circle that sizes relative to that particular state, its contributions in terms of total dollars, not only to ALS, but just every charitable organization that the IRS allows a contribution on. But then I'm going to overlay it with a ranking. Where is that? Ranking on giving. So that assigns kind of a color to that bubble. So there you have it. I have just very quickly, and hopefully I still got a few minutes. I'm just looking here. So very quickly, I've assimilated kind of a mashup showing the heat indexes overlaid with contributions by dollars amount, and we can see kind of a ranking in terms of that particular state's giving. So we certainly see my state of Texas, contributions are pretty high, and the heat index is pretty high. And those two things align up, we're probably real good for taking the bucket challenge. That's my demo. Oh, here she comes now. Wait a minute.
I nominated you a week ago to do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. When are you going to do it?
Clancy, well, you know what? Anytime's fine with me. Just...
Okay. Is now fun?
Sure, whatever, anytime's fine.
Okay.
Now? Oh, well, I guess I have to donate my next laptop to ALS for their worthy organization. But now I challenge my colleagues, Keith Johnson and David Schmidtman, to this next ALS challenge.
Okay.